Do you feel like you have a stiff neck and that's causing you some headaches, especially if it's on one side versus two? You know, it's kind of stuck on one side, you feel it in the head, maybe like it's a band around here, maybe around the eyes in this area, and you're just like, oh my gosh, that same side neck is so stiff. Well, you're in luck, because in this video, I'm going to explain to you why you have stiff neck and why it's causing you some headaches. And I'm going to show you one very simple exercise to alleviate this in 30 seconds. Lego. Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Dr. Live for Change, Justin Lee, physical therapist. So, stiff neck causing some headaches. Oh my goodness. You might be noticing when you turn side to side or you rotate side to side, one side might feel stiffer than the other, and on that same side you're feeling that headache and it's throbbing and it feels like you can't get this pain away. Well, this could be because you have stiffness in the neck that is causing that headache. So in this video, I'm going to show you one very simple exercise how you can alleviate your stiffness in your neck and alleviate your headache as well. So why do you have a stiff neck and how is it related to your headache? So this is what we call cervicogenic headache. Now cervicogenic headache comes from your neck. Now your neck, which is also known as your cervical spine, is comprised of two different parts. You have your upper cervical and your lower cervical spine. Now the upper cervical spine is basically just what at the neck or the head and then the two vertebrae under it. So C1 and C2. Let's take a look. So you can see the upper cervical spine is comprised of your skull, your C1 and your C2. And your lower cervical spine is everything under, so C3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So that upper cervical spine, when it gets stiff, it can cause some headache pains to happen. So what do we need to do? Super simple. Guys, check this out. Let's do a quick self-assessment. I want you to rotate your head side to side. And you might notice that one side might feel stiffer than the other, right? And that same side is causing that headache, and maybe even if you're trying to rotate the head more, you might notice that headache come higher and higher and higher. So it's a very simple trick, very simple exercise that you can do right now to help you to alleviate that headache and also that stiffness as well. But before we get into that, it's super important that we look into some basic anatomy and just some mechanics so that you can have a better understanding of what you're doing. So let's take a look. So you can see in this model, when the spine rotates its head, all the spines, the cervical spines that are under it in the neck are rotating in that same direction. And so if you think about it, it's kind of like a bunch of gears just stacked on top of each other. And as you rotate one and that top gear reaches its end, it's going to rotate the bottom gear and then the bottom gear and the bottom gear. So you see a bunch of rotations happening, right? Let's check it out again. Top gear reaches its end, it's going to rotate the bottom gear and then the bottom gear and the bottom gear. And so in this case, what happens is sometimes when you're rotating, part of the neck that you're rotating towards gets stiff. And when that gets stuck, that can radiate some pain into the head and cause some headaches. So what we're gonna do is a very simple exercise to help you with this. And all you need is one thing, which is a towel. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, so all you need is just a regular hand towel. I want you to roll it up long ways like this. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna place it at that base of the skull, so that upper cervical spine like we talked about. Now, whatever side that you feel the stiffness, that's the side you're gonna rotate away from, okay? So let's have an example. So let's say this side, which is my left side, is stiff. What you're gonna do is you're gonna have this towel and you're gonna place it as high as you can on that upper cervical neck, right? And have it placed right there. Now this gets a little confusing, so watch closely. What you're gonna do is you're gonna cross that side towel on top of the other towel, and then you're gonna switch your hands like this. So get into this position as you're watching, and make sure that back of the neck, that back of the towel stays on that neck right there. So once you're in place like this, what you're gonna do is this bottom arm is gonna stay locked in. So try to choke up on it, and then you're just gonna hold it in tight so that it doesn't move when you pull. And you hold it right here, okay? Now, I look pretty funny here. All right, and then so now this upper part where the same side that's stiff, that's the part that's moving, okay? So what you're gonna do is you hold this bottom part tight, and as you rotate your head, you're also moving your hand with it. So you rotate the towel, oh, my eyebrow. You're coming up like this, and you're rotating just like that. Okay, so you hold this bottom part, rotate, hold it, and back down. Notice that when I rotate, I'm not kinking my head back, but I'm trying to rotate like I'm spinning a top, like a, you know, like one of those spinning tops on a table. It's just rotating on that axis. So you're just rotating the head like so, and back down. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold it for about 2 to 3 seconds and relax. And you're gonna repeat this about 10 to 15 times. And I encourage you to practice this right now for at least 2 sets or 2 to 5 sets. Do it. It takes about 30 seconds. Take about a 10-second break, and then do it again. Now, what this is doing is basically it's acting like a physical therapist. Now, what a physical therapist will do is if they find stiffness in your neck, as you're rotating, they're gonna try to push on that joint on the same side to help mobilize it and move it, right? So this towel is acting like a therapist pushing on that same side. And you'll feel that when you do this and check it again, your rotation side to side, wow, you're gonna notice a huge difference in your flexibility, your mobility, your range of motion, and you might even notice a decrease in your headache. So guys, if you found this video helpful, please give this a like, comment below, oh my gosh, you helped my headache, or you helped my stiffness in your neck. You're welcome. And if this was helpful for you, if you know someone else who is suffering from some headaches or some stiff necks, give this video to them and share it with them so that they can be in pain, more pain-free, or have their headaches decrease as well. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Stay lifting, stay aloha, stay stretching. Have a great one, you guys.